Man. He's gonna die right there. Well, here we are. The end is near. And, sorry I don't have this thing attached some other way. This is slightly dangerous. Everybody does it. Alright. Anyways, I'm just leaving the house here. Got the kayak in the back. I hope that the water's not frozen. If it is, oh well. This is basically one last hoorah, guys, and there's mature bucks in the area. They're still doing their silly crap where it's like they got the trackers on the trucks and they just know. But it's been one fun year regardless, and it was really hard to make myself even get up for the last day, or my last day. Tomorrow's the last day in Kentucky, but it's basically over for me now. So anyways, heading to the water, heading to the tree one last time. 2022 to 2023 season. There's more. That's gonna be nice and frozen when I come back. Gosh damn it. Well, it's about an hour after first light. It's tough to say if the wind is good or not when I don't really know this area at all. I've actually never hunted this spot. I've hunted, within 400 or 500 yards of it, but this hillside I have not hunted. And me and Tim come in this morning and it was a little icy in the kayaks, but hopefully the rest of the lake isn't frozen when we leave. Seeing tons of movement. Seen a possum, a raccoon, birds are chirping, or they were. Squirrels, obviously. I had a couple longbeards fired up this morning, about 150 yards behind me. Oh, it was killing me. I would absolutely love to see one of these bucks. I won't have to kill them, I just like to see them. But I would love to shoot a doe. Today it was more just about getting it out of my system, I guess. This season's been different for me. It's wild to think, like, it seems like yesterday. I was in here in June placing cameras and, all summer goes, and I had the opportunity this year to chase a lot of big deer. Starting out in July, going to the Mobile Hunter Expo up in Ohio, meeting some really great people, and just having a great time, followed by just a week or so later losing my granddad. And just, I don't even know if that's completely hit me yet. But man, it's been so tough on my family, and I just think about my grandmother every day. I just hate it for her. But God's timing is so perfect, and what I need, me as a person, I need like that camaraderie, like to be around people. And just a few weeks after all that happened, I was blessed with the most beautiful deer I've ever seen in my life. Blessed with just great friends surrounding me, new friends, and that brought my spirits up. And after that, it was just a little bit different this year. Like I've realized, like, I've got to start putting my kids more first. I feel like I do put my family first, but there's been a lot of times in the past, like, probably should, but I'm going to the tree. So I really focused on that this year, along with making sure I kept my butt at work as much as I could. And it paid off Thanksgiving Day. That buck I was chasing in Indiana since November 1st gave me a beautiful shot opportunity right at like 5 or 6 steps from the base of the tree. And I have chased and chased and chased these deer out here in Kentucky to my core, and I have done everything I can imagine to make it happen. I'm so thankful for this year and all the people that are in my life, and this video is basically just a testament to say thank you all for the support. This YouTube channel was honestly kind of just, I don't know, I didn't think it would go anywhere, and to an extent it hasn't, but to another extent it's really done some things, and it's opened opportunities for me, friendship wise and financial wise, and thank you. That's all I can say. I got some does coming down the ridge. Really hope they turn this way. Please, God, turn this way. Five or six does right at probably 60 yards. I can't even get one of them to drift over here. Buck. Buck, is it? It's a buck. I don't know which one it is. I think it's a buck. Please don't smell me. Here he comes. Screw it. I'm gonna shoot him. Stop. Meh. Down right there. Final day. Final day. What a bug. How cool. Oh man, I'm gonna catch some heck for shooting that deer, but I don't care, you know? I really don't care. I just shot a public land buck last day to hunt. I made a killer shot on him, and he's down right there, 40 yards from me. Heck yeah. Man, I know everybody is always so prone on waiting a year and letting these deer grow and whatnot. And one thing I've noticed about this piece of public is it doesn't, I don't know if it even matters. Like 4 years of hunting out here, there's only been 2 bucks that have ever shown up consecutive years. And I look up, and here he is right there. I thought it was one of the does, and he turned his head and he's down. He's down right there. I am packing out meat today. Yes. Text Tim and tell him I shot the little buck. I think that's the buck that's got his tine broke off. Probably 2.5-year-old deer. And I could make excuse after excuse of, oh, he's a cool buck, or, you know, this, that, it's public land, it's the last day. I wanted to shoot that deer, and I freaking smoked him. Had 10 steps. Yes. I was just fixing to give it up, too. Just fixing to give it up. Oh, that was a hard shot in that saddle, too. Good God. Starting to get the tinglies in my hand. Killing tomorrow's trophies today, son. Let's go. Yeah. Here's my big thing. And I hope that this shows in my personality and the way that I am is I'm not too good for anybody, and I can be friends with the worst of people and the best of people. I can be kind, I can be mean. You know, I started off this year shooting the biggest deer of my life. The biggest buck of my life. And I just arrowed maybe a 100-inch deer at 10 yards on the last day of Kentucky season on public, and I'm freaking jacked. I mean, this never gets old, you know? Like, the feeling of seeing that arrow sail through that deer and watching them die a quick, very humane death is the greatest feeling in the world. Reaching in the bottom of the freezer and seeing about 10 pounds left of deer meat last night and thinking, God, what are we gonna do? Now we have to buy the crap, and everything's already so expensive as it is, and I will catch hell for shooting this deer, and that's fine. You do you, and I'm just gonna keep killing because that's what's fun to me. And I told myself, I'll even put the clip right here. Driving to Tennessee, what did I say? I don't know, I'm just not gonna stress about trying to kill a giant. I just want to get out, I want to enjoy it, and get back to the roots of what I come from. Kind of what my granddad got me started in. And I just want to enjoy this year and get back to the basics of hunting. And coming in blind to a brand new spot that I assumed these bucks were coming from relatively, and pulling it off on the last 10 minutes of my season, you know? All right, I'm gonna rappel down, go take a look at him, and get to work. Didn't want to step on my bow. I just fell. I look like a dumbass right now. Greg Stagg, I don't know if I'm giving you that stick back or not. You let me borrow. It's pretty dang good luck. I'll leave that stick right there until I get everything taken care of. This big red oak dropped an acorns right here. It has recently anyways. Oh man, bunch of tops. I'm just gonna go to where I shot him. Let's see, I was there. He was coming right down this trail, I believe. There's some blood. Make sure this thing's recording. I hit him a little bit back. He was quarter to me pretty good. My goodness. I can't say enough about the Sever broadheads, dude. Pretty slick. Let's see. There's the broadhead. There's the arrow. Look at that. Technically it's 2023, but I wrote that on there in October. How slick is that? Man, I love these heads. I know he's right here close. Oh, there he is. Is that the broke off buck? Killing tomorrow's trophies today is my motto. Well guys, just got up here to him. Fixing to clean him up, put him on this rock and get some good pictures. I thought this was a certain buck out here that I've got pictures of that has a broken G2, and this one does have a broken G2, but it's definitely not the one I thought it was. This is actually so funny because I'm still tickled to death, but this is the smallest buck that I've shot since I used to hunt with my granddad. Actually, that's kind of funny. I have not shot a deer this small since I literally was sitting in his lap hunting. So that's pretty cool to think about. And like I said, I mean, I'm gonna catch hell, but I don't care. Most of the time you're gonna find that the guys that are talking all this mad crap are the ones that are, you know, they can't hunt deer unless they're hunting over corn. You know, a big corn pile. They've got tons of land. They live either in, you know, Iowa or some other primo state. They're mooching off some outfitter, you know, and that's not me. So let's get him cleaned up, put up on this rock, and get a couple pictures, and then the work begins. All right, guys, here he is, all cleaned up, perched up on this rock. If I wanted to try to make this deer look any bigger, I'd have to sit 40 feet back that way. But it's definitely not the buck that I thought it was. And anybody knows self-filming, once you decide like, hey, I'm taking the shot, you pretty much just start focusing on where you're gonna shoot them, cameras turned on in the right places. And I saw it was a buck. I don't regret it. I'm not gonna regret it. This bad boy's probably been alive a total of maybe a year and a half, 2 years old. I don't know. But it was a fun hunt this morning. It's been an incredible season. I cannot thank all my friends and family enough for the support. All you guys, you know, watching this hunt. I'm sure you'd like to see a little bit bigger deer killed, but as I said before, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be real, and I'm never gonna change that. This deer right here is gonna help us for a couple months to come as far as cooking and whatnot. And a lot of people will say, well, why didn't you shoot a doe? I'll tell you why I didn't shoot a doe. Because the damn does didn't come close enough. That's why. Because that was what I would have preferred. But needless to say, 3 bucks, 3 states, and my season's over. And I couldn't be more excited to end it on a high note. That's for sure. But thank you guys for watching and subscribing and really supporting me. And now that the pictures are done, it's time to do the real work, and that's cutting him up and getting him back to the kayak. Okay, so before you judge me, I was way too high in the tree. I couldn't tell how tall his tines were.